Relying on motivation is for amateurs. You're tired of starting, stopping, and ending up right back where you began, feeling weaker than before. Sung Jinwoo went from the world's weakest hunter to an absolute monarch through brutal, relentless discipline. That's why this video breaks down the 6 core secrets he used. And if you can't take notes and apply these, there's your answer on why you stay weak. Because this isn't a failure of ambition, it's a failure of strategy. Sung Jinwoo was given a system, but he had to build the will himself. His journey is the blueprint. Secret 1. Stop listening to your feelings. The first principle is the absolute rejection of feelings as a requirement for action. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, especially if you don't want to. For Sung Jinwoo, this was the daily quest. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run. No days off. It didn't matter if he was sore, exhausted, or bleeding. Failure meant being teleported to a penalty zone with giant venomous centipedes. After that happened once, he learned the lesson. Discipline isn't about passion, because passion fades, discipline endures. He did the work when every cell in his body screamed to stop. He proved that consistency destroys sporadic bursts of intensity. It's not about one perfect workout, it's about the thousands of imperfect ones you showed up for. So stop negotiating with your own mind. The moment you hear yourself say, "I don't feel like it," is the exact moment you must act. Your feelings are trying to keep you weak. You don't have to finish the whole task. Just start. Let's say your goal is to run 5 miles. Then put on your shoes. Another example is you need to finish a report. Open the document. The point isn't to be perfect. It's to prove that your fleeting moods don't control you. Do it anyway. Secret 2. Burn the escape route. Discipline becomes real when quitting is no longer an option. Sung Jinwoo's growth was so fast because he was constantly in situations where the only way out was forward. In that first double dungeon, the doors were locked. The choice was simple: solve the puzzles or die. There was no escape hatch. This is the kill the backdoor mentality. You're either all in or not in at all. Once you commit, you mentally burn the bridges. No going back to your old ways. Victory or nothing. When you know there's no exit, you stop wasting energy looking for one. All your focus is channeled into finding a way to win. So your action step is to create commitment devices that make it harder to quit than to continue. You want to wake up earlier? Put the alarm across the room so you have to get out of bed. End of story. Want to eat healthier? Get rid of all the junk food in your kitchen. Trying to launch a business? Announce your launch date publicly to people who will call you out if you fail. Make your goals non-negotiable. Stop giving yourself an easy out. That's a terrible decision. True discipline is forged when you have no choice but to succeed. Quick pause. If you're actually taking notes and are serious about this, hit that subscribe button right now and drop E-rank no more in the comments. Let's show everyone we're building a real-life shadow army of people who refuse to be ignored. Let's go, guys. Secret 3. Stop trying to be a hero overnight. Sung Jinwoo didn't jump from E rank to S rank. The system started him with simple bodyweight exercises. He leveled up one at a time. The journey from 0 to 1 is the only one that matters. Most people fail because they try to go from 0 to 100. You get one hit of motivation and decide you're going to run a marathon next month and build an empire by next year. It's a recipe for burnout, and it's why you always quit. Small consistent wins create a feedback loop. Each completed daily quest, each level up, it reinforced his identity as someone who is getting stronger. Your action step is to embrace the one push-up rule. Break your goal down to its smallest possible part and do just that. Want to read more? Read one page. Want to learn the code? Write one line. This sounds ridiculously simple, but it bypasses the mental resistance that comes with huge goals. It just starts the engine. From there, you slowly increase the difficulty, just like Jin-Woo faced harder dungeons. That's why don't despise the small beginnings, because they're always the seed of every huge achievement. These first 3 secrets handle your external actions. The next 3 handle something harder: your internal world. Most people master the first 3 but fail here. Don't be most people. I know you aren't, Shadow Army. That's why let's go. Secret 4. Master your internal world. As Sung Jinwoo's power grew, he got quieter, more observant, more controlled. Why? Because true power doesn't need to announce itself. While others were loud, arrogant, or scared, Jinwoo's calm, silent confidence was his real weapon. His emotional control was terrifying. In battles where everyone else would panic, he remained analytical, calculating his next move. This internal discipline, managing your emotions under pressure, separates amateurs from masters. It signals to yourself and everyone else that you are in control. Here's your action step. Practice emotional observation. When you feel a strong emotion like frustration, don't just react. Take a deep breath. Next time someone cuts you off in traffic, or your boss criticizes you, or your classmate doesn't treat you right, count to 3. 1, 2, 3, then choose your response. That gap is where discipline lives. By mastering your inner state, you project an unshakable confidence that's more powerful than any boast. You're showing that not even what they say to you has control over you. Secret 5. Use failure as data. Discipline isn't a rigid plan. It's the toughness to adapt when the plan breaks. Sung Jinwoo's journey was a constant series of unexpected near-death challenges. He was constantly forced to think on his feet. His real strength wasn't his stats, it was his resilience. He saw every setback not as a failure but as information. Here's your action step. Reframe your relationship with failure. Stop seeing it as a verdict and start seeing it as feedback. When you fail, don't let it crush you. Get analytical. Ask what went wrong, what can I learn, and how do I adjust my strategy? Challenge yourself. Do things you know you might fail at. Step into situations just beyond your skill level. Comfort doesn't change you, discomfort does. Getting knocked down 10 times and standing up 11 stronger than before, that's true discipline. This final secret is the most painful, but it's also the one that separates those who transform from those who stay stuck. If you can do this, nothing can stop you. Secret 6. Sacrifice your old self. The final and most painful principle is sacrifice. To become the Shadow Monarch, the weak, insecure, and timid Sung Jinwoo had to die. Period. He had to let go of the part of himself that made excuses and sought comfort. He embraced pain and isolation as the price of power. So here's the final action step. Conduct an identity audit. Write down the person you want to become. Now list the habits, beliefs, and comforts of your current self. Be brutally honest. Which of these things are incompatible with the person you want to be? Choose one of those things and sacrifice it. Say no to the easy path. Choose the hard path where transformation lives. Your old self does not deserve the future you are building. You must be willing to let it go. So there you have it. The 6 pillars. 1. Act regardless of feeling. 2. Kill your escape routes. 3. Start ridiculously small. 4. Cultivate a silent, controlled presence. 5. Embrace failure and adapt. And 6. Sacrifice the person you are for the person you want to become. Sung Jinwoo wasn't chosen because he was special. He became special because he endured what others wouldn't. He stopped waiting for a system and became the system himself. The blueprint is in your hands. So I have one question for you. Will you sacrifice to achieve your goals, or will you let your goals become the sacrifice? If you're serious about this, subscribe for more self-improvement content that gives you the truth, not what you want to hear. Now let me know in the comments, what is the first thing you are going to sacrifice? Arise.